We're doing an auction, a live auction, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you're not bidding on anything, it's so worth it to watch the amazing pipes of Joe Bodnar. Give it up for Joe. Joe Bodnar.
Hey, welcome to Bodnars, Bids, and Banter. I'm your host, Joe Bodnar.
Maureen.
Danny.
Tracy.
And Tom.
She pointed at her. Sorry.
Today is Rookie Day.
Rookie Day.
Yeah, like newcomers, like virgins.
Okay,
There we go.
newcomers.
They're virgins.
I've been described that way many times.
There you have
Somehow I don't believe that, Tom.
it. Well, meaning a lot of my family, and you are family now. But my family has been around
Janet's
for
been around for
10,
30
15,
years.
20, 30 years.
Jeff's like a boil in
And
your ass
here-
that's been around for 25
He is
years.
boiling my
I'm
ass.
edging around 2 years.
Yeah.
Is it
You know?
really been 2 years?
That's a long time to edge.
It is a long time to edge. A long time to edge. That release is going to be insane.
Wow. Has it been 2 years already?
Yeah, because I was at
A good
Dana's. I
sex
would have
joke
been
will
at
make
Dana's
Tracy
2
laugh
years
every time, I'm
this
telling you.
Past August.
Right.
And then I think
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
you were
there
here
for-
first before Tracy and
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
I did both y'all jobs before y'all was here.
Yeah.
Did you really do my job?
I did.
He did. Begrudgingly. Did not enjoy it.
I didn't enjoy it, but I'm capable.
I know you're capable. It's just really nuts. It's not a you type of job. You know what I mean?
No, but then also people are surprised to see me lift heavy things.
Yeah.
You know, I can still pick up and put down.
Yeah, I believe it.
I've seen it. I believe it.
Yeah.
Danny's all around kind of like, okay, you need me to do it?
I'm down. I'll float.
But I think like this job, we all have our set things that we have to do, but we all
Pitch in.
Pitch in.
exactly.
Yeah.
100%.
I think we all
Yes.
pitch in as far as moving stuff, researching,
Yeah.
you know, photography,
Yeah,
carrying
Tracy and I were
stuff.
moving boxes in the rain this morning.
Yes, we were. Indeed.
Also,
Oh,
Danny
Danny.
did some too.
Danny,
all right,
Danny did
come
some
on, let's-
too. Yes. You moved the
I was saying,
bags.
let's be fair, Tracy moved most of them.
well, I did. Well, I asked when I saw then she was coming. All right. Like when I was coming back and forth, and she was like, "What are you guys doing?" She's like, "Moving these in here," and I was like, "Okay." And then I
Yeah,
pitched
no,
in.
to be fair, she like lapped me. You know what I mean? Like I was not keeping up.
That's because women get things done.
Yes.
Right. So it's a rookie kind of crew.
It's not rookie, it's
Almost.
the younger generation.
I feel like rookie has an edge to it, but a
Yeah.
bad edge.
Yeah,
Not
no.
a bad edge.
It's
You mean
not-
a bad edge? Have you said a bad edge? A bad edge?
edge.
Ah,
Like,
bad
you know,
edge.
Not like the younger generation, but like the A squad.
Oh, wow.
Well, I don't know. The conversation right before we started was that Star Trek: The Next Generation is better than Star Trek.
It
So,
is. That's a fact.
These are the problem with these rookies here. They
well.
they have the
It's
younger
not
generation.
rookies, it's the younger generation.
The younger generation has a wrong-sided thought process of Star Trek.
It's funny. Does anybody else hear like a resounding booming happening?
No, but it's like, you know, live long and prosper.
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I guess because I grew up. Well, see, I don't know. I guess I'm more of a movie. I like the Star Trek movies.
Those are good. I agree.
Yeah, versus maybe the Star Trek series. My father was definitely a Star Trek series kind of guy.
Yeah.
Face palm.
You never watched it?
No.
Me
I
neither.
just know the face palm meme. That's it.
I
What?
The
What?
face palm meme with the
Face
bald
palm,
guy.
That's next. That's Picard. That's
Oh,
next
yeah,
gen.
when
Yeah.
he face palm. Like,
What?
that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh.
that. Just
I-
face palm.
never really got into either.
I don't know. See, so I was more of the movie, I guess. My father would have been the series one. I was into the movies of. I didn't really like the first Star Trek movie, but Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, The
Yeah.
Voyage Home, and I did like the movie where
Yeah,
the
the
Next
French movie.
Generation and the old generation. I guess it was called Generations, right? It was Star Trek
Yeah, it was,
Generations.
yeah.
That was a good movie. You know, where it tied in both. I watched Star Trek Next Generation. I just wasn't a fan, I guess. But I guess it's there what you grow up with, you know?
Yeah. Pretty
Fair,
much.
fair. What was the lady captain's name?
Oh, I never watched Voyager. Is that one from Voyager?
Yeah, I was a
Voyager.
big Voyager fan.
Deep Space Nine?
I love Deep Space Nine with Captain Sisko.
Right.
Yeah. Big fan of that one.
Yeah. Tracy and I are like, I kind of got nothing.
Oh, pretty.
I haven't had it. We haven't had a good Star Trek collection
I
in a
feel
long
like Deep
time.
Space Nine gets the most into the political side of Star Trek, which I'm a fan of. Everything with Cardassia and the Bajorans and all that stuff.
And the
Right.
Herky-Burgies and,
Yeah.
you know.
Oh, and Rom. What's the guy? What's the race in Star Trek who's like greedy capitalists?
Greedy capitalist. I have no idea.
Think of
I don't
their
remember,
name.
bro.
He owns the bar in Deep Space Nine.
And we're in it deep.
We're
now.
into it.
I just know
I
Captain
haven't watched
Kirk.
it in years, but I loved it.
You guys
No, we're in a deep
lost
cut
me
right now.
at
Yeah,
Star
that-
Trek.
Same.
You lost me at Star Trek.
You lost you at Star Trek. So today seemed like a fun day. I was not there this morning because I was in physical therapy because my pain in my neck has come back like a vengeance. However, and I don't mean that by anybody here. I'm just saying the pain in my neck has come back with a vengeance.
It's Jeff. It's Jeff.
Not for tomorrow. That means it's coming
Jeff
back
is the pain.
tomorrow.
We don't
His
speak
neck.
Jeff's name anymore. He's
he who shall not be named.
My neck pain resonates to my arm and it just hurts like a bitch. So after a lot of pushing, I decided to go back to
did.
physical therapy.
I did. I yelled at him.
And I have to say, today was the first day I actually felt better. You were right.
all right.
Did you see? Did anybody else see how painful that was for him?
Yeah.
It was hard.
Have you guys been pursuing the hot and cold therapy?
Like hot, sexy, and cold night.
Yeah, that's what he's talking
Sure,
about.
you bet. Yeah.
No, he does the biofreeze.
Okay.
The biofreeze, that would be the cold.
So I would say do like a wet warm towel.
Yeah.
That's what they do on
Yeah.
physical therapy. They give me
But
that.
also, if you continue that at home, it's the heat to soothe and then
And the
cold
cold
to
to
kind of get the pain
reduce
over.
Right,
Reduce
right.
inflammation.
Exactly. Yeah.
I'll
I
tell
do
you,
that.
you know, it was what, 3, so in 2022 is what they said on my charts, so 23, 24, 25, I guess it's 3 years then. So 3 years, I went, 2 years before the physical therapy, I refused to go. I said, I'll just take Tylenol.
Yeah.
I'll take some Percocets, you know, what the
Being
hell.
a real man about it.
Yeah, you know, but then it got to a point like,
Oh no, we go on vacation. We'd be sitting across from each other eating dinner, and this is what I was looking at.
yeah, I always,
Because it was
yeah,
a pain.
yeah, it was constant. I mean, the minute I
You're
usually
sitting
sit
there.
down, it's a bitch. No, the minute I sit down, it just like, boop, it just like goes from a 3 to an 8, and I go, F you.
Also, if you're not done with the proper neck support while you're sleeping, that can also really.
I get, you know, I agree with you. And the pillows, I keep switching out pillows, this and that.
Am I the
I
only
don't
one who
know.
has this trouble these days? Where like pillows are just not good
No.
enough?
My neurospike, I'm real particular about
Yeah.
that. I don't know about you.
I was actually looking at cold pillows the other day because I was looking
so
at
I
the
sleep
same
on one that
thought.
has like a
Cold
memory
pillows?
foam. It's
Yeah,
a
it's supposed to be
fatty.
like stay cold.
Oh, a foam or
Yeah.
a cold?
Cold.
They're supposed to
It
stay
stays
colder
cold.
longer.
But this one, the one I have, has like a jelly insert. That
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I was
stays
looking at
a few
those.
degrees colder.
And they have
a
so
hot
many
head.
different things these days.
I know.
I have a foam one. I have a down one. You know, I have my you're going to think I'm crazy, but you already
No.
know I'm crazy, but
I
that's
didn't
okay.
want to say it.
He's a hoarder.
I'll say it. We already
It's
know,
not
Joe.
crazy. You're a hoarder. Go
My-
ahead. I know where you're going.
My pillow I have that I use every day.
You ready?
I still have it from when I was like 8 years old.
God damn.
Yes.
Is it like
Wow.
flat?
Is it
It's
what?
very flat.
It's giving polyfill. It's giving condensed.
It's very-
giving-
It's a down feather one. I don't ever want to get rid of it. I love it.
But why
This
can't you
big
just like?
now?
Yeah, it's a little empty. Why can't I?
no,
You can get new down though to stuff it.
I don't know, man. I guess that's my hoarding part of it. I have to have my
Yeah.
pillow from 8 years old, you know?
Well, you still have the physical pillow. If you really need to save the stuffing, you can save it. But why not revive
Refill it.
and bring it back to a usable
I guess so.
state?
I guarantee if I was to die tomorrow and they had DNA testing, you could probably definitely reincarnate me from my pillow. It's got 55 or no, I'm not 55. It's got 42 years. 40.
I'm not even going to ask
No.
about the color. I know it's
Nope.
different.
It's pretty dark. It's dark, but it doesn't smell.
Oh, Jesus.
See, I'm smelling it.
We'll bring it down. It's all smelling. I'm kind of curious,
I
right?
just feel like there's an inherent you about
Musk. A Jonas.
There is.
it. Yes,
A
Jonas.
A Joe Mist? We can bottle that and sell it.
Jonas.
Oh, Joe Nis. Well, Joe Nis too. We can sell, but
Essence
in
a
Bodnar,
Joe's
yeah.
Mist. I like this. It's like a new perfume.
Joe's mist.
Joe's Mist.
There's definitely now. See, I'm the opposite. I've had this pillow too long. No way. Get it out of here. You know what I mean? And like I'm like you. I'm very particular. Like he used to steal my pillows, and there's a particular order to them, and there's like. And so I would put them exactly how I want them and be like, oh, let me go to the bathroom, and run to the bathroom and I'd come in and he's taken my top pillow and he's like laying on it. And I'm like, get my pillows. I get so mad because I get them just right.
You know what that sounds like? A Knuckle Sammy before before bed.
Yeah, I'm like, get off my
Go sleep
pillow.
real good tonight.
So I got him his own. It's one of those like longer. Like,
you're talking about your long pillow that
Yeah.
I never steal
it's
your
a king
pillows.
size
What are you
pillow.
talking about? But I did steal that pillow.
it's not like a full length body
I
pillow,
did
but
that.
it's like a king size pillow.
Yeah, king size pillow.
King size pillow. So I got him his own. I was like, here.
Yeah, but I took yours. You took the new one.
Yeah, he took mine.
The new one was not broken in enough like my 42-year-old pillow. I needed it to be broken in. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so you know what? I can actually connect with that. That's how I know you're neurospicy, sir. So I still have like all the blankets I normally sleep with. Like I have the order down, but like a lot of them I've had for a very long time.
Yeah, see?
Or they have like family, memories to them.
And there's nothing wrong with that. I mean,
No, but I maintain them. I'm just throwing that out
my
there.
pillow's maintained, but how do I don't know.
I can't say much about the pillow, but the sheets get washed once a week.
Yeah, there
That's
you go.
fine. No, that's fine. I'm talking about the pillow itself.
Yeah, the pillow itself.
If they want to stay usable items.
And it's down. It's not like you can
Yeah.
just toss it in.
I don't
You know
know.
what I mean?
Well, that's at that point. Imagine it's so condensed
Yeah.
that there's no real down left.
No, there's nothing much
It's all
left to it.
condensed. so.
I even have my stuffed animals, but the podcast with my father and son. He brought my stuffed
original
animal. Right?
stuffed
My
animal.
original stuffed animal from when I was like 3.
Wow.
So I still have that.
So so those of you guys who don't know, Joe has a stuffed animal that when he's anxious,
It keeps me calm.
it keeps him calm.
Yeah.
So when
that's
he's
sweet.
driving or
For stim. It's
it's a
stimming.
stim.
Oh,
is that the
is that
one
where you
in the
keep in your
truck?
car?
Yeah.
Oh, I've seen this.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know that one. Oh,
Yeah,
I was wondering why I was
black
like
cat.
that. Yeah,
But
yeah.
when we're watching TV at night, he has to have his, and he just with the
I have a
tail between
Dalmatian
his
at the
fingers.
house and a black kitty in the. I got.
Yeah,
kinda love
black
that.
and he
kitty
just
in
plays
that.
with the, like just
Stim.
most of the time he's not even doing it. He's just rubbing his hands.
Stimming.
Just stroking it.
It's
Just stroke it. Exactly.
It's literally it's called
Very
stimming.
calming when I stroke it.
Well, it's called stimming because you're just doing a repetitive motion of something.
Yes.
To,
I love it.
You
The
know,
repetitive
maintain.
motion
Exactly.
of the
You're
stroking
not here,
makes
but
me
you did.
calm.
Same.
Lord.
Same.
But seriously, and actually, I feel like my fingers have some arthritis in them, and I feel it also calms me that way. But it does keep me calm. If I don't have that stuffed animal, forget it.
cathartic.
I'm going.
It is.
Bye bye.
You're doing something.
But I know that is definitely.
Yep.
Where did I go with this? Oh, because I was at physical therapy this morning.
Yes.
Oh,
which,
yeah.
Which I'm in the progress of doing very well, which
Yeah.
is really good.
And we
And you guys
We're filming
a
reels.
reel.
Yes.
And
not multiples.
Many
Oh, I didn't even
reels.
know there's multiples. I just caught
Yeah.
the tail. Technically, I'm not in any of the reels except for the one, I guess. Then, so do multiples. That's good.
Well, I'm not. He like Q&A sessions a little bit and
I
stuff
didn't
like
do
that.
a Q&A,
I didn't do
unfortunately.
Q&A.
No, I didn't do a Q&A either. Tracy and Erica
And
were the
Erica.
special ones.
So I walked in the building and Tom was laying on the photo
Yes,
table.
I
like,
was.
Tom was a
sprawled
piece
out.
of meat today.
Yeah, yeah, it was
I was
like-
on for the listeners out there. If you want to get a little excited, if you want to, a little preview. I was on the tables, something like so, given some good eyes.
But yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna
And
say
multiple shots.
It's a much
So-
sexier
Multiple
it's a
shots.
sexy pose.
The shirt stayed on. The socks stayed on. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, you gotta pay for them toes. You heard?
we have an OnlyFans.
yeah.
stuff
Have a
on it for
Bodnars
that.
OnlyFans.
yeah.
Imagine that. We should do that.
No. What? That's terrible.
It doesn't
But
have to be
it doesn't have to be sexual. We could be
It can
like,
be anything.
built
yeah.
not just for that.
You know, I
I
would
feel
like
like
this
there's
idea.
gonna be inherent undertones.
Yeah.
An expectation, but you know.
So we could have an OnlyFans where it's like 24/7 of watching.
Oh god.
See what's
At that
Live
point, just
stream
get
on
a
Twitch.
Yeah.
A
What
Twitch?
is Twitch?
What's Twitch?
It's a streaming
It's
platform.
a streaming platform. Like, if you do get enough followers, so you get paid
Oh.
to just do whatever you're doing on camera.
But wait a second. So Twitch is like 24-hour
No.
people? Like,
No,
Very few
it's just
people do
a
it,
platform that
Yeah.
enables you to.
I was about to
stream.
say, you got me really intrigued here. So you could actually, like, this is like the Truman Show. Like,
Yes,
real
you could
life.
make your life the Truman Show if you
You
really
could.
wanted
You could.
to.
Wow.
Some people have.
That's
Yes.
a little much.
Interesting.
I mean, I put myself out there, but that's putting myself out there, you know? I mean, it's like going to the nude beach, you know?
Listen, this is more
This
of.
ain't Sandy
Have you
Hook.
been to the nude beach?
Yeah, Sandy Hook. I'm
He
sorry.
has been to a nude beach,
have?
yes.
Yeah.
I've been to a nude beach, yes.
Yeah.
I have not.
Was it
There
freeing?
are parts of my
Was it
body I
what?
do not
Was it
want.
freeing?
I liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I
went
know.
to
I think it.
one
See,
in
so
Toronto
what
that
I
was
think
lovely.
with the nude beach, what's nice about it, there's nothing that beats the ocean. Not necessarily the Jersey Shore, but in St. Martin there was a nude beach that I went on, and going into Caribbean nude was fantastic.
Will the water be
I mean, that's
different
all there
out
was to it.
It's not gray and
It
green
sure
at the same
ain't.
You
time.
can see my testicles.
That's how it should be. Our forefathers didn't have swimming suits. You know what I mean?
Yeah. If you go swimming and you can't see your testicles in the water, you got a problem. I wouldn't go in that water.
They should be able to free float. You know?
Oh my god.
But no, they're
We've
going.
taken a left turn somewhere.
I'm sorry, yeah, but in all, so like Sandy Hook is interesting because that nude beach is very interesting. If you on the left side is more families, which is true. There's more families. Then it goes into like younger kids, maybe people that like go to like strip joints and stuff, and then you have like the crazies that are like walking each other on leashes and really nut stuff. And there's tents in the back and sexual stuff happening. I swear to God, but that's how Sandy Hook, at least when I went 30 years ago.
That is an active part of that scene. Is hooking up the dunes they call it.
Yeah, no, I'm going back 30 years here. How old am I? 50 something?
50.
Yeah, so I was like 19, 20, 21 when I went to the Sandy Hook, you know?
I've never been to a nude beach.
And you know what's crazy? This is sort of craziest story about that is here I am on Nude Beach, and I was an auctioneer. I already had the auction, and I'm there. And of course, a customer comes. Hey, Joe, how you doing? You know? And his thing's just swanging there. You're not going to put a bidding number on his car.
Oh my
you know?
God.
And he's like, "Hi, how you doing? Great to see you." This and
Scott
that.
Johnson, so good to see you. Oh my god.
So I'm like, "Wow, what a small world," you know. So
my God.
But so that was in Sandy Hook. But would you believe, like 6 months later, when I went to St. Martin, I bumped into a customer at that new beach
No
too.
way.
In St. Martin.
Oh, we run into customers everywhere.
Yeah, that was just crazy.
That's crazy.
That is
That's
crazy, right?
everywhere.
That's total craziness. So, but I haven't been on a new beach in years. I mean, we've never been together. No,
I will not
know you won't
go.
Yeah, you won't go to. But I was gonna say I haven't been on a
I
new
would
beach since I was
observe, but
20.
no, I hate my body too much.
It's
to,
a-
like,
it's a
actually-
good time.
Even, like, or just like for my body, I don't need to
For me, no,
see.
I don't want to see
know.
it. So it's like,
Oh,
yeah.
I like seeing it. Tip for people going to the nude beach: bring sunglasses, just so no one can watch where your eyes are.
Yeah, there you have
It
it.
just makes the experience a little more
Valid.
exciting. Well, yeah, spring sunscreen. That shouldn't have to be said.
Well, that's the biggest problem with going nude. So if you sunbathe nude, you're gonna burn your
Everything.
area.
Everything.
Yeah.
I burn regardless. I need not be nude. So I don't need to burn areas that don't know.
But then you go.
I've never
But
seen
then it
this
goes
on-
to a whole
Yeah.
nother area where you go into like a nudist colony. I don't know. That's a little weird too.
I've
That's-
been to one of those.
Well, that's
Yeah, me
different. More
neither.
so, you're not necessarily nude for the enjoyment of being nude, like at a space like the beach, just chilling. You know, the nudeness at the beach adds that extra level of chill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ideally, but a nudist
Especially
colony is you're
swimming.
doing everything nude, frying bacon.
Yeah,
Dangerous.
no, thank you.
Oh my God.
Well,
Ow.
surely an apron doesn't count.
An apron does not
You
count,
better be wearing
but
an
they
apron.
totally
That would
say you have to bring a towel.
I'm envisioning this.
You have to bring a towel everywhere you go because they don't want bare bits on like furniture and stuff like that. So
Right,
when
yeah.
you do go to a nudist colony, you will see everybody with towels and things.
Right.
Not that I've been, but you see some things.
No,
That's a lot of info for someone who's never been.
I'm a well-versed.
We
Right.
we've had this conversation. It's all right there, ready to just be
It
research,
is.
pumped
It is.
out of the brain.
It's all that crazy spice up there.
No, like when I first got into business, I had a partner that was for like a year. He was a big time hippie. Him and his wife, and they got me into like going. They were into the nude beach. They talked about nudist colonies because even in
Naked
St.
yoga.
Martin, I'm sorry.
Naked yoga.
Yeah, exactly. So that's where that all kind of turned and this and that. You know.
Very glad I wasn't around for that part of it.
Yeah, no, but I was a lot skinnier then too. I was more like, I was more Joey size versus my Big Mac size now.
It's 2025. People like a Big Mac now.
Well,
Times
that's
have
true.
changed.
They supersized America.
We were talking about that earlier, Danny.
We actually were, yeah. It's true. And, especially when cuffing season comes around, everybody want a big boy.
Well, there you have it. Well, there again, I think that you just got to be comfortable with who you are, whatever. I mean, that's really the gig.
Yeah, I mean, with like individual or like maybe more than one person, sure. But like, you know what I'm saying? In like a hookup situation, but like...
Wait, what?
In like a public space.
Did I miss a sentence in
No,
the
personally,
story?
like, I get what he's saying, but I'm just saying, like, for me personally, it's like... If I'm like with like one person or it's like a multiple people situation, that's
Bodnars Beach
different.
Day.
But like going to like a public space like that, like no, I don't
Yeah,
have
no.
it's more mental for me than anything.
Yeah.
I don't have
Right.
the mental wherewithal to do that.
Sure, we have been talking about Bodnar Beach Day. I don't know when it's happening. If it's
Well, we're definitely not going to Sandy Hook. I can tell you that. We could have a Bodnar Beach Day down in Cape May, and there is Higley Beach down there, which is a
There's
nude
a nude beach down there,
I
too.
know
down in Cape May.
I've never been, though.
No, but your grandmother knew.
My grandmother did know. She was
Yes.
the most proper woman. Like,
She knew about the nude beach.
but at the end of her life, she kind of just said, fuck it,
Yeah.
to like being proper.
There you go.
She felt
Good for
like...
her. Good
she
for her.
did. Well, you know what I think did it? This is so fucked up. She had a pretty major medical emergency. Like, she had an internal bleed.
Yeah.
And they did all these things, and she was like, please don't do this. I just want to be done, Like, she'd buried my grandfather 10 years prior. Her son had passed. She was like, I'm done. So after that, she felt like she'd been robbed of her opportunity to go. She was ready. So I'd call her, I'm like, Grandma, how are you? And she's like, do you have a gun? It would be faster.
Oh my God.
Like she completely changed,
Yeah.
But so she said, what are you doing? I said, well, Joe and I are going to Cape May this weekend. Oh, go check out the nude beach. It's down, Higbee Beach. Go over there. I'm like, did you ever go over there? She was like, once. I didn't get naked. I just peeked. I was like, oh my God. She was
That's worse,
so
Grandma.
proper. Oh my
It is worse.
She was so sweet.
Grandma, what are these
looking over the
binoculars
dunes.
here for?
Right? So, yeah, I walked in, and you were laying on the table.
Yep.
Yep.
And everybody was like...
Gathered around.
Gathered around.
We were all
the
gathered around.
feast.
It was quite interesting.
Yeah, we was all looking for a piece.
I can't wait. I can't wait to see the reel. It'll be quite interesting.
Oh, it was funny.
It's funny. It's very funny. It's going to be good.
Funny enough, I do have a very short story about a nude beach.
Sure.
My parents were stationed in Europe. I was born in Europe. My dad was a military man. But one day they were in Germany and they went to some, they were just walking on the boardwalk. But, even if there is a nude beach, a lot of people still just walk nude on the boardwalk mixed with clothed people.
Different culture.
Different culture.
Absolutely.
So my mom was walking, my mom and dad had gotten separated. He wanted to go check something out. And she saw somebody who looked who she thought was my dad. Because he looked very similar upstairs and downstairs.
Yeah.
And she was so pissed. And she was about to rip him a new one. And then right when she was about to go to do, she realized it wasn't him. So she but it was kind of funny.
Oh, thank God.
But imagine.
funny.
I
Yeah.
imagine.
It's just so funny. So anytime I think of a nude beach, I think of that story. Anyway, continue. Right? What if you saw somebody who looked like Joe? Walking on the beach nude, and you're like, the
fuck is wrong with you? And he would.
Oh, I would what?
You would walk around on the...
I would let you know I'm about to do it, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm ballsy. And how much
this
money's
is the
involved? Are
guy.
we talking $1,000 bill?
No.
I'm 500. And on that note, we'll be right back as I go to the bathroom. Hey, Joe Bodnar and Bodnars Auctions reminding you our next record scheduled sale is next Thursday, August 14th, featuring Discover Antiques and Collectibles. We have Heron, we have figurines, we have Waterford, we have all kinds of antique art. There's a nice collection of Jewish rabbi prints in that particular sale. Other fine pieces of art. I believe there even might be some clothing and other designer clothing and things of that nature. So make sure you check it out. August 14th, bodnarsauction.com, 11 a.m. Be there, be square. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Welcome back to the podcast. Joe's out of things to talk about.
Get the stuffed animal. Get the fucking stuffed animal.
That was good, man. I
He's
like
had
that.
enough. He's had enough. Well, you know what would be fun to talk about?
What?
Since they've been here, it's almost 2 years now. You're
I'm coming up on a year.
coming up on a year.
I think I'm 8 months now.
8 months. How your perspective has changed, or like, do you know what I mean? Like the whole idea
Yeah, I get
about
it.
the auction, and
I got it. We can get that. Yep.
you know,
Yeah.
like.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a thought process.
I mean,
All right.
I know we've discussed Danny and his interview, and then he left and threw up. And,
Oh, I interviewed with food poisoning.
yeah,
Wow.
we've discussed
And I did
that.
show up in a blazer.
You did.
hero.
I
Very
thought it looked cute.
professional,
Yeah.
resume and everything.
Yeah, and then it was honestly one of the chillest interviews I've ever had.
Yeah.
I came in, we spoke for like 5 minutes, and they're like, "All right, come in up this side." I was like, "Okay," and then I left, and then after I got back onto Route 1, I pulled over by Burger King and puked my breath.
I was gonna say,
That's not the first time there's been puke next to Burger King.
I believe that.
Danny's food poisoning self was so grateful that interview was so quick.
It was, and I felt like an adult that day. This does not happen often.
Are we back on, or are we
Yeah.
counting me in?
Oh, no, we're back on.
I didn't wait for you to count me back.
You
Yeah,
did
I didn't
count
realize
you
that. I thought that sounds really good. Fantastic.
He counted you in.
Yes.
I
You
said
think we
Joe has
saved-
nothing left. I said, welcome back to the podcast. Joe has nothing
It's
left
true.
to talk about. And he said, find a stuffed animal and be all left.
Yes, I
And
agree.
Christian is giving Joe the, oh God, have you completely lost it?
That sounds very good. I'm so glad I'm with it. Tracy.
Yes.
How did you come? What is your take on your thought
Yeah.
process of what it is to what it is?
Well, I mean, so I've never been to an auction before.
Right.
I've never had experience with doing any kind of auction work before. I have, photography wise, I have shot sort of things in the same vein, but it's just like, this is definitely much more volume than I would shoot before. And so I'm learning as I go, and it is definitely an interesting experience. And there's some stuff that I like to shoot more than other stuff. Like,
Amen.
Yeah, of course.
like there's more like the art. Like I buy the art from the sales, but it's just kind of like, all right, figuring out the process for how to do it. I
Speak on it.
it's all right.
Well, I think it's always a learning experience with the photography for sure because
Yeah,
everything's different.
Yes.
all the when I was
Everything's so different.
I mean, I've done photography for 32 years because prior to the pandemic, I still had to take photographs. I go back to the old school where we would have a 35 millimeter camera,
you have to develop
take
everything?
pictures,
Oh my
develop
God.
it, and then send those out to the
Submit them to
trade
the trade
publications
papers,
to put
yeah.
into the
Okay, yeah.
newspapers. I can't tell you how many times we would do that, get it developed, and I would do like a 2-hour develop
Yeah.
because we were under pressure to get done. And it would come up shitty, and I'd have to go back and take
Yeah.
photographs again, and then do a 1 hour. I used to spend thousands of dollars a month
that's a lot.
in development.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
No, I'm not kidding. I mean,
Yeah.
I forget about that, but that was how it was in
Yeah.
32 years.
And
When the
even
digital camera came,
Yeah.
I was like, whoa!
Yeah.
That was
even
fucking
from
great.
when I started, the photography has evolved.
Yes,
Yeah.
it will continue to evolve.
will
Yes,
continue
it
to
has
evolve.
evolved.
It's definitely evolved.
It's evolved, and so I think that it's just a get better with
Well,
each
I think
thing.
the struggle for me was not being able to find what I wanted to be able to do.
Right.
I've tried the white background using like a cloth to absorb the light. It did not work. You saw every wrinkle. You saw
Yes.
every speck of dirt. You saw everything. I knew I was looking for something that was like a vinyl because when we were here doing this, we would take the photos right over there. But I had a nice piece of like a cream colored vinyl that you would use. And the photos would come out good.
Yeah, well, you did do it out of that.
And I
house,
was
so
like,
it's
okay, but now I need this in a 10-foot roll.
bigger.
Yeah.
And it just didn't exist till one day I found it. I ordered one. We put it up. It worked beautifully. And I ordered, 6 more rolls?
Yep.
Yeah, they're
So
all
we
in
have
one of
it.
those
Them
trailers
all.
back
They're in the
there.
storage container. I know
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
So that was a problem with the evolution. Then Tracy came up with a great idea of, certain things you need a down shot, certain things, you're on a ladder, you're this, you're that. And so she was like, I need something that moves. And I went online and found you can buy those, the computer bases that stand up, but you don't have to get the top. It's just the base.
Yeah.
went out and got a nice piece of plywood, slapped that bad boy on there, and even still, I still have to put that winch system up so that we can drop the backdrop.
Yes.
I will say it was slightly spicy though, because I worked with the old school setup
Yes.
with no adjustable table,
No.
no multiple backgrounds.
No.
You had the one backdrop. If it got dirty, you cleaned it the best you could.
That's it.
Yeah.
My back. Oh
Yes.
my god.
That still
Listen.
happens with like comics
Sure.
and all that stuff. Like thousands of the same motion.
Yeah, no, I get it. I
movement,
get it.
You know,
Yeah.
and
like,
that camera's heavy.
it is.
You totally get
It
camera
is.
shoulder.
It
and, like,
is
camera
heavy,
arm.
but before you did it, and then you did it, we did it.
Yeah.
You know, we were doing it, and I remember it was not easy.
Nah,
yeah,
it
we
was
walked so
rough.
you could run.
Okay. Thanks for paving the way for me.
You got. See, that's right.
Got
We
you.
uplift.
We got you.
We uplift. You heard?
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry. Please tell me.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah, your turn. What is your
man.
takeaway on all this from the beginning to the
From beginning to the end, how my perspective on auctions have changed.
Well, yeah, I
Or
mean,
just the
what you might have
business.
thought you
Or
were
what you might
walking
have thought you were
into
coming
and
into
what
versus
you
what
really
it
are
actually
into.
is.
And,
Well, it was a little different because I actually had gone to a couple of your auctions
That's
in my
true.
early 20s,
Yeah.
back when they were at the Expo Center.
right.
I got this Super Smash Brothers Melee themed GameCube there, and a couple other random things. And it was very different because back then it was huge. There were like multiple auctioneers going on at the same time.
Right.
I remember a particular memory stands out is you had these books that no one was buying, and at
Sounds
one
about
point
right.
the auctioneer was like, it wasn't you, it was like 2 tables of books, $5, and then 3 tables. I didn't see the end of it. I don't know who could move that many books.
Nobody.
I kind of remember that. Fucking ugh.
Books still suck. By the
Yeah,
way.
I guess books still suck. Yep.
Yeah, books still suck. I like books, but
I do too. But poor Tom did all that research on those
yeah, that
books.
was a waste of damn time.
Yeah.
And I hoped they would do. You know, that was another, like we were talking about earlier, not being able to go into people's homes, doing everything over photographing and telling them what to bring. They did not listen.
They never listen.
I said, bring X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And, you know, and a couple of things did pop. You know,
Yeah.
like I saw the German books. I knew that
Yes,
they
I
would
knew
sell.
those were. Yeah. Nazi
They
stuff sells.
brought
Don't know why.
everything. You know, and I was like, no. That's not what I wanted.
Yeah.
Did not want all of these.
You don't want the
Found
the
magazines.
airfield physics book from
Yeah.
1950.
Yeah, no.
Why didn't that sell?
Everybody thinks they're so cool. They don't do anything.
Oh, yeah, I've had some bad book deals, man. I know what you're talking about. That there's nothing worse. So like when you're in a live setting like that and something starts to crash and burn,
Yeah.
usually it just continues to burn out of control. And like you're talking about a whole table, $5, and then they go to the next table, nothing, $5, and then you know.
I feel it only gets worse because
It does.
It gets worse.
It does.
So if I
That
was
makes me less inclined to
if
buy.
I was auctioneering there, I probably would just passed it and fucking moved to the next table. That way, nobody got in their mind. Well, I'm going to take all 3 tables for $5.
Yeah.
That's where your savvy auctioneer gets in
entire
there and
table?
do that. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
Because that's what you either have to do, or you have to start
Really?
going, "Hey, listen, choice," or you got to like stop, talk about it a little bit, start over again.
Oh, I've literally stopped a sale and packed up the stuff.
Yeah, no, it's
There
happened.
was a time where people, and because it wasn't not quality stuff, they were just trying to play games.
Yeah, because that's what happened. They get in this mindset now. Oh, it's no good, or I got to steal it all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
back at the Ukrainian Center in the hallway, like in that front vestibule area. And they were just not, and I said, I'm warning you right now. You either start paying what's fair for it, because you and I both know what it is. Like there's an auction price, there's a retail price. I'm not looking for retail, or I'm going to stop the sale. And 2 or 3 more lots went by and they weren't listening. And I said, that's it. Everybody out. Get out. And they're all trying to hang around the room. I was like, oh, no. I said, get out. And then I brought in a bunch of staff and we packed it up. I said, no,
Yeah,
you're
we've
not
had
going to
that
play
happen
games
a
with
couple
me.
times. I tell you, a couple book deals. The books are the worst.
Books are hard.
Because then you got throw them
heavy.
in the dumpster.
Yeah.
Then the dumpster's overweight. And then you get charged for the dumping.
Yeah.
Of it.
Yeah.
The only time it
It's
works
like
out
Nazi Germany, and you're burning the books. You know,
the only time it works
Like we're
out
in
is
Florida
like
in today's world of burning books. It's like,
exactly.
right, exactly. You don't even have to go back that far.
Yeah, I guess.
No, the only time it works out is random first editions, things of that
Yeah.
nature.
I've noticed occult books always sell very well.
Yeah.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
There are certain books that sell well. Don't get me wrong. I listen. We had a fantastic book collection that I wish I had it after the pandemic versus before the pandemic. But we had a house that had all the books that are leather bound, gold gilded, gold leafed by. Franklin Mint's one of them, but there's another one too.
I don't know.
Oh, and the classics.
Yeah.
But the nicer editions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Franklin Mint put them out, but there was also another publishing company that put those out. And we had ones that were bringing $600 a piece, $800 a piece, a book. That was like Frankenstein, and some of the horror ones brought stupid money.
It depends. Yeah, it depends on the subject matter.
But this was a house full. I mean, it was. I must have took 1,000 books, and they brought like 15,000, 20,000 for these books. Wow. But I look at it now, and because then we started selling some of them online when we went to the pandemic, and those lots always brought good money, $325, $400, $450 for a lot of 10 or 12. Yep.
But I still hate them. They're heavy.
But most books, no, they suck.
Yeah. Actually, a question, but like we're seeing live auction to now, still live, but streaming online. Have most things gone down in price or up in price now that everything's kind of online? Because actually, my grandfather's a huge like Blue Willow collector and lantern collector. Mm-hmm. I know like since everything moved more online, like Blue Willow has gone down in price.
So I think so even if you go online, or let's go with the eBay. So the eBay was the real first effect of prices, kind of like before eBay, things were more like where you lived. So in New Jersey, you would have certain, you had Hummels, or you had this, or you had that, you had to go to a live auction to find it, and you only found maybe 5, 6, 8, or 9.
Yeah, my grandfather traveled all around the country.
And now you go on eBay and you find 200 of the same thing. So where the internet has helped us in certain ways as far as certain things will bring more money, I also feel it's hurt the market in certain things that might have been rare in the past. Now, well, you can find 1 million of them when you look online. So it's like a mixed boat. It's kind of helped and hurt at the same time.
Yeah.
And I think it also plays into like what in like to what effect are you looking? Are you looking as a consumer? Are you looking as a seller? Are you looking as a researcher? Are you looking as a cataloger?
Right.
Because I will say, granted, that is very true, where there's so much oversaturation. Mm-hmm. But then again, sometimes if you have something that's a little more rare, there's like, let's just say for jewelry, like if there's a mark that I just cannot identify, you know what I mean? Like regardless of how many listicles I'm looking at and things like that, it's just not working.
Right.
Every now and then you'll see one random thing pop up on eBay, and I'll be like, holy shit, this is the same maker, or that's what that is. So even though there's so much information out there, sometimes that oversaturation is super helpful.
Yeah, no, it is helpful. But I think as far as prices are concerned, it's kind of like it's interesting to see what certain things used to bring money now don't, and other things that didn't bring money now do.
Yeah.
Well, then it also lets you see the hypocrisy of some of these sellers. Which I also love, because especially like say you'll do like a Google search and you'll see the same item. One person has it listed for $1,200. Somebody has it listed for $35. Somebody has it listed right in the middle. Like,
and someone calls it super rare. It's the only one. You know.
Right. No, but that would be the case with that. It kind of is like it has pros and cons on both ends.
Yeah.
You know?
I think when we first went online, we went online with Hummels. Not first went online. We've been doing conjunction live sales with in persons.
If you go back to 2004,
that's when you started with eBay Live.
Yeah.
And then we went to Invaluable, or you went to Live Auctioneers, then into Invaluable, but only certain sales if it was like super, super, super worth it. But when we first started here after the pandemic and we went live, was with Hummels, and I don't know if it was a combination of everybody's home with nothing to do. Mm-hmm. They're all getting extra money in their unemployment paychecks.
Yeah.
And they're searching for something to wash away the fear and the emotions that they're feeling at the moment. Mm-hmm. But the Hummels were bringing stupid money.
Yeah.
I mean, dumb. We put them up one at a time just because we literally would go into the back, grab like 10 tubs, bring them in here, unpack them, do our thing. Okay, that's the sale. You know what I mean? Like, we didn't know... We didn't have these 200-something lot sales.
No, because we weren't sure if we were going back live or not.
We didn't know what
to reopen
do.
yet
We were just trying to keep something going.
Cash flow going, yeah,
exactly.
Exactly.
So we do like 120 Hummels or something, and like the stupid ones that we're now grouping together again. We're bringing like 90, 100,
Yeah.
right? And we were like, what the hell is going on here?
It's real interesting too. A couple sales that I remember. Actually, you can even go on Live Auctioneers all the way back to the beginning
Yeah.
in 2004 and see those sales. I think the first sale I ran online in 2004 was the Tepper estate. And I believe I talked about it. Maybe I didn't. Cause I remember I was going to bring it up about contracts, but the Tepper estate was Tepper department stores in Plainfield, New Jersey, was very prominent in the turn of the century through 1950 or so, or 60s. And he got into his 80s, 90s, whatever. No family. He passes away. He leaves his estate to a caretaker that was taking care of him. And my father did a wedding, performed the marriage for this caretaker and her husband. They contacted me because because of my dad and everything else. So I remember I went there. It was a night of the auction. It was like a setup day. So after the setting up all day long, I said, I'll stop. It's on my way home. I'm going to take a look. Anyway, I go. We look, and there's a safe. But first of all, the house was packed with beautiful antiques. It was so great. But there's a safe. We can't get in the safe. She goes, I can't get in the safe. I don't know what's there. So I was like, oh. So I checked the top right drawer of her desk, and I find the combination, and we open the safe, and I pull out the most spectacular jewelry that of Cartier and Tiffany and gold coins and
Oh my God, you are
2-carat
reminiscing
diamond
right
rings. What?
You're reminiscing right now.
my God,
I feel like
it
you
was
were
like-
seeing it in front of you.
Yeah, no.
Starting to drool. Ricky's starting to drool. I'm like,
Say it's getting a little hot.
So I'm like, oh my God. And next thing I pull out, is it's beautiful Tiffany and diamond or rubies bangle, and so it's just like fucking beautiful. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, wow. So I said, she wants me to sell it. I said, you probably shouldn't leave it in the house now that I opened the safe, And so she gave it all to me, and I walked out, no contract, no nothing. She gave it all to me to see you later, And I gave her a contract like the next day, I thought about it the next day. I said, you're crazy. Why'd you give me $100,000 worth of jewelry like on a handshake? But that's okay. It was, thank God she didn't do it to somebody else. But anyway, that was the first sale I ran online. I mean, and we had 6,000, 12,000, 8,000. We had some silver coins, regular peace dollars, and they were bringing 5,000 a coin, 4,000 a coin. They gave, two guys got in a huge bidding war. As a matter of fact, I'll never forget the guy who bought it was playing poker up the road, and he's at his poker table, and he said he was bidding live, and he paid $5,000 for a peace dollar. That was like stupid. I mean, stupid money. So all said and done, it was like 150,000 worth of jewelry, so that was my first online sale. And I would say most of it actually sold in house versus online, but it did help. And I remember we had it on the stage at the Ukrainian Center, and we had the stage. We closed the stage, the curtain, and that was like this separate sale behind the stage, and we were telling everybody, don't pay attention to what's happening behind the stage. We
He's
did like what it is.
hypnotizing us. Hold on.
Literally.
He's hypnotizing us.
Yes.
With your voice.
Exactly.
We're
so,
going to bid on things that we're not supposed to.
Oh, that's like, yeah, that just happened this week too. Yes, but and we can go into that. But I was hypnotizing people to pay more,
Look over
more.
here, not over here.
Yeah, so that's a great story.
Yeah.
So
man.
this I shouldn't call her loony, but maybe she's loony.
Woman.
This nice woman.
Lady.
I hypnotized her.
Looney's
to
the
spend
nicest
money.
way of saying it.
There you go.
Yeah, she said Joe hypnotized her into bidding
Into
at
bidding
the sale.
on soups on.
Yes.
Yeah.
She.
Oh no, this is a different
this
No,
one.
this is a different one?
Yeah.
There's
different one.
another one
Yeah.
that's
Yes.
been hypnotized and enchanted by
This
Joe?
one-
I'm
Yeah,
very
said-
hypnotized.
My.
It's all his fault because she hypnotized
Good
him
Joe
into
Lloyd,
bidding.
everyone.
Yeah, well, first she bought stuff in January, didn't want to pay shipping or whatever, and it sat here for 6 months. So we
She kept saying, "Oh, I'm going to talk to another shipper." I'm like,
yeah,
"Didn't do that."
and it happened. And she said I hypnotized her to end up buying the sword because she
That's
she
right,
bought that
the
sword.
sword.
Yeah, remember that sword?
And
yeah.
the wooden
That we
bowls
just
or something
sold.
like
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah.
instead of just telling us keep the sword and set me the other stuff, that's what she should have done. But sat here for 6 months, whatever.
Yeah, we didn't hear anything back from her.
So this auction, she showed up again, friend online. She's from Florida, and she bought $1,000 worth of Hummels, and she said she doesn't even know what Hummels are, but I hypnotized her to bid.
That sounds like a her issue.
Right?
I'm a pusher. I'm a pusher of antiques.
We deal with all kinds of folks.
I can talk you
Yeah.
in, though. I mean, listen,
Yeah.
I can talk you in online, but when in person,
I thought you were talking to me directly for a minute.
No.
Are you kidding? Look,
I was like, Joe, who you honey dicking right now?
I know your game,
No,
sir.
dead ass. I was like, who you honey dicking right now? The fuck? Come on.
I could definitely talk you in, not like that, but talk you into buying something.
Well, honey
Yeah.
dicking is just slang for like, talking sweet to somebody. Like, how to work manipulate the conversation.
There you go. I like it.
Oh, see, I know all his tells now. Speaking of poker, I know all his tells. I know when he really wants a deal when we're in a house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't have to say a word. I wouldn't even have to see the merch.
He gets anxious.
Nope. He's talking, and he does this repeatedly while he's talking to the people.
Well, don't wait.
You
Don't
just
tell them
revealed
that.
it to everybody.
You gotta stop doing it. He does though.
Get itchy.
I've seen him. He'll sit there the whole time in a house. Like, we'll walk through the whole house. We'll do our thing. We'll talk to them. Even if I don't see the merch, I can tell. And he'll sit there while he's talking to them, doing this.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just the finger motion. Like, maybe you're right. Like, he's
It's a
anxious.
stim. Yeah, it's a stim.
And he's stimming. I don't know, but that's his tell when I know he really wants this
Very
deal.
rarely do I lose a deal, though.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, when
Okay,
you think
they're
about
egolicious.
it. No, I'm not being, but I mean, if you think about it, how many times have I really lost a deal, like a good deal? I mean, I can think of maybe a 2 or 3 where I went,
It's a handful, yeah.
yeah, no, I can talk.
It happens, but
But I'm talking him into doing the right thing because it's not like I'm
agree.
talking him in like into like a
Well,
bad deal. It's a
no,
good deal.
I think at the end of the day, and it's like we've said before, it's not lost on us that we're selling someone's lifetime, not just their stuff.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I see you for, I bought this clock at this time on this. Like, that is not lost on me. And when we were a live sale, it was very different than what we're doing now. Especially for the employees. They would be like, oh my God, when is this day over? Blah, blah, blah. And we'd have a morning meeting and we would say to them, this is someone's lifetime. Treat it as such.
Yeah.
Treat it as you would want someone to treat your lifetime.
Yeah.
Do not, when you get to that point where it is just stuff, it is time to take a break. I don't care who you are. We used to have employees that refused to take breaks and come down if they were calling or whatever. No. And then they'd hit that point. I have this over here. I have that over there. I'm not kidding. I have that over there. I'm like, get out. Get out.
Well, that's
get
like
out.
the
You are
15th hour.
but you're
yes.
no good to me anymore. And not in a bad way. It's just, you're not fresh anymore. You need to take that break.
You need a 20-minute break to refresh. You could probably even hear it in me when I take my 10-minute break to eat.
Yeah.
When I come off the podium and come back up, I'm like perked. Right? There's like that little tweak of get back into it.
But yeah, so when we're in a house, I'm selling them on the fact that I understand. And this is when people say, oh, everybody has a specialized market and all, if you wanted to start an auction today, the first thing, that business model is going to tell you is pick a category, pick, one toys, this, that. No, I specialize in selling your lifetime.
Yeah, I
That
agree
is
with
what
that.
I do because it's not just stuff to us. We care about what happens to it.
And I truly believe that because of my hoarding situation. I appreciate everydy's collection. I really do. When I go into people and see people's collection, I do appreciate it. I love every part of it. I just looking at it, seeing it, understanding it.
Smelling it.
With that,
I
though,
love to sell it. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Smell it, not
smell it.
selling.
Yes, I'd like to smell it. You can smell it. Certain things do have a smell.
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, it makes me sad sometimes when we go to a house and I see something really interesting that tells a lot of person, then we have to leave it because it's not actually
Right.
worth money. Really, in my head is like when we went to that folklorist house and they had that beautiful 19th century Qin Dynasty cabinet thing, and I asked you about it.
Oh, right,
it was like
right.
hand carved. It was huge.
Yeah, I really dismissed it.
I mean, if it's not worth money, you can't take it. But it's
no,
like, damn,
especially
this thing's
something
awesome.
that big. It's
Yeah.
hard. No, and it is
I
hard.
don't want to carry it
It's
down the
tough sell.
stairs.
I want to
It ain't
carry
worth
it.
it.
I'm going to be the one
It would
carrying
have broken
it.
apart.
It was
Most of
very
those
nice.
pieces come apart.
They do. We've
Yeah.
taken beds like that out of Manhattan.
Right.
We took a
Shit, we
cart.
carried a fucking mirror down 37 flights once. Yeah.
Did.
I
Manhattan.
went with a friend once to pick up a 500-pound bust,
Oof.
marble bust in Manhattan.
Yeah, I thought you said
Oof.
bust, too.
No, bust, like a car, like
Yeah,
a sculpture.
yeah,
Like boobies.
Yeah,
No, it's actually
That's my kind of size.
it's actually the bust of a man. Anyway,
Got it.
but I drove all the way to fucking Manhattan with a friend
Yeah.
and picked up this like 500-pound. It was two of us, but like,
yeah.
and then it lived in the back of my car for like a month because I had to wait to get somebody else to help me get it
Yeah.
out. It was
Right.
fucking 500 pounds.
Yeah, no. It's not easy.
But where there's a will, there's a way.
there's a way. Oh, there's always.
Trust me, I'm
Oh yeah.
definitely more lax than I was before. I'd take everything. I'd figure out a way to get it out. Trust me, whatever it is, even if
They
it was
would
1,000
take it.
pounds.
Cut out
something.
this wall.
I've done that. I have
Yep.
done that.
I've taken the molding off for doors.
I was gonna say there was an old Victorian home up the road. They must have built the corner cabinet in the thing. They were gonna tear down the house. I broke the wall down to get the corner cabinet out of the house when I cleaned it out. Yeah, I really did. That's a God honest truth.
100%.
Yes.
But I think with being able to understand someone's lifetime collection, you also can understand. I can have the same two collection from two completely different people, and we can both read whose collection is going to do well and whose isn't.
Right,
course,
because
of
it
course.
has auras around
It has auras and karma attached to
Yeah,
it. It
absolutely.
really does.
On that note,
You were gonna say.
would you believe that I think so? But sir, I really haven't come across anything so much here. But how do you believe about that karma or that energy about a certain piece? I'm a firm believer that certain pieces find certain people.
So I don't know if it's about the piece; it's the collection. It's usually
I think that's possible.
I think
'cause
it's valid.
law
I
of
mean, it's all
attraction.
weird. It's all
what that
weird.
the piece is possessed to bring you goodness.
No.
No, what I'm saying
Yeah,
is that
certain pieces find certain people. Like it's at the right place at the right time.
It could be God working in mysterious ways. I mean, absolutely.
I'm just saying the universe works wild, and I
Yeah.
just think there's so many. I've had some crazy finds.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
yeah.
like finding, and you're just like, how the did this just happen?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
what? Like, but
But I was just looking
I
for
feel
that.
like
or
that'll
I
probably
was,
happen more with jewelry because it's something you wear.
well, it's like jewelry, and then also like even with like some of like the older, just like art, sculpture, whatever.
Yeah.
You just never know what it is.
right.
But it's like something like comes across your path, or you find something where you just never thought you'd see something like that, and you're like, "Fuck, I know exactly what that is." And
yeah.
thank you. Like, shut up and take my money, please. Thank you.
right. Yeah,
All of
no,
our customers were like that.
you never know what you're going to see. I mean, I've seen some, and like talking about never losing a deal. I just seeing the collections because there are some things I know that are not for sale, and you see these collections. Like even just recently, last week, a longtime customer, and I never even knew he collected all this, but he had a movie poster collection in his house. I was actually going to see some art stuff. He's actually going to drop some stuff off. But this guy had movie posters like floor to ceiling.
They weren't for sale, but
They're not for sale.
but they're like original
All original
Godzilla, Frankenstein.
Or like the
Dracula.
multiple piece ones.
Yes.
Yeah. They're
Large,
the 3
small,
sheeters,
everything.
4 sheeters.
Wow.
But it goes in from Abbott Costello to James Bond to the
Like,
every
prominent.
right movie that you would
Yeah,
want
exactly.
was there.
Not like the ones we
Every poster that could
Gotcha.
have the right fucking aliens on it that you would just die to have was there. And I mean like put it this way. His Dracula poster, someone offered him $80,000. He didn't take it. And it's
Yeah,
probably like
refused it.
$125,000 poster. So it was like $1 million collection of posters. And like I was like, I salivated through the house. But for me,
Exactly.
I was scratching my arm. Yes. No, but I actually was very honored that I got to see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these collectors, they want to show it, but they don't show it either because they don't want nobody to rob them. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And as a matter of fact, I told him, I'm probably going to talk about you on the podcast, but I'm not going to say who you are or what town it's in. He's like, yeah, don't. I said, okay, no problem. Don't worry. But I was like, it was so delightful. Just to see. It was spectacular. It really was spectacular. I told him, I said, listen, I whatever happens, I don't know if we'll get it or not. I don't think we will. In his mind, he was already going to, like, when he dies, the son's going to take it to a very specialized auction that deals just in that. And I said, well, you have pros and cons to that. All I told him is I'd be more than honored to sell it because I just love it. I think it's fantastic. And to be honest with you, it'll do just as good in my place as any place else, properly promoted and advertised. And I think I put a little seed in there for him. But and whatever happens, I would love to sell it though, man.
Right. That'd be pretty cool.
That's like the third or fourth collection in the last 3 years I saw and said, man, that's unbelievable. That's like the other one that I can't talk about because we send disclosures on.
Yeah.
But man, I've seen some collections lately that are just like to die for. You know,
I'm sure.
Unbelievable, you know, which is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Has
It's been an hour.
It has been an hour.
I
Right?
got
does
the
the time
cut it
go?
off.
Oh my God.
Motion from
I got the cat
producer.
telling me it's time for food. The cat's telling me it's dinner time. I would like to have some food.
She is hungry.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful time. Listen, if you have a story,
Yep. If you have a story, you have anything, email us, Bodnars, Bids, and Banter podcast at gmail.com. Follow us, listen to the podcast wherever you get your podcasts, like and subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, all the things.
exactly.
That's
Make sure
it.
you check out the auction next week. We have all kinds of great things. We don't even know what's there. That's why we didn't really bring it up.
Mishmash yet?
Check it out. At any rate, I'm Joe Bodnar.
Maureen.
Danny.
Until next time, have yourselves a wonderful day. Thanks for watching Bodnar's Bid and Banter. Remember, we're here every other week with new episodes, new stories, and wonderful, wonderful times. Make sure you check us out, bodnarsauction.com, YouTube, Facebook, all the different platforms where you watch this podcast or listen to this podcast now. Now, once again, thanks and have a wonderful day.